Hey guys, it's ID Vixen back with a brand new video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Today instead of an unboxing video, I'm doing a review of the biggest TV series on the planet, Game of Thrones. This is also one of my favorite TV series, so to get to do this review, I suppose it's also a bit of a recap as well, is like really exciting. I usually do unboxing videos, but I have decided to branch out because unboxing videos are like really expensive and it's not something I can do on a weekly basis. And I want to try do more weekly videos, so this is something new I'm trying out for a bit. I mean, I watch a lot of TV, I go to a lot of movies in the cinema and stuff, so why not do this? And to get to start with Game of Thrones is really freaking cool, so I am so excited to do this review and recap, probably a bit of both. And yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. Now, before I do, there will be spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, please don't continue. Unless you don't care about spoilers, or you know, you don't ever intend to watch Game of Thrones. I don't know what you'll be watching this, but spoilers are coming, so let's not. I don't want to be the one to write it for you. So just a little disclaimer, they are coming from this point on. Okay, so to have Game of Thrones back, it's the last season, and it's probably the most anticipated season too. Like, all the other episodes have been building up for like these big moments, and we finally get it back. And like, this is like I said, this is my favorite TV series of all time, and I am enjoying every episode so far. So there's been 3 episodes. This one's going to be a review and recap for the first 2. Because they weren't really recent, there wasn't like a lot of action going on if you compare it to the 3rd episode. So I thought it would be okay to review the 2 of them together. So that's why this is a joint review. Okay, so Game of Thrones comes from the best-selling books of George R.R. Martin, and the show was created by David Benioff, I hope I'm saying that right, and D.B. Weiss. Again, I'm terrible with pronunciation, so please don't hate me. Okay, so the first episode opens up with Jon Snow returning to Winterfell with Daenerys Targaryen, Tyrion, Varys, Gendry, and so on. Tensions between Sansa and Daenerys is like high, which you notice like from their first meeting. Like, you can just tell Sansa is not happy with her presence, and of course Daenerys is coming with 2 dragons in tow, which also seems to be a bit of cause a bit of tension between the 2. Like, I love this first episode. Like, when you break it down, a lot went on. Like, there also seems to be like a lot of kind of like jobs between Daenerys and Sansa over the jokes. No, there seems to be like a few kind of like, they're having little digs at each other basically. It's pretty funny. And then you have like Bran, and he's just saying random stuff, and everyone just looks at him, and you can just tell they're uncomfortable, and they're like, what is wrong with him? It was like a slow episode, but it had some really great moments that like fans have waited for, like the reunion between Arya Stark and Jon Snow. Like, that is the moment we have waited for since they both left Winterfell in like the first season. So to get to see them reunited, it was actually a really touching moment. It was awesome. A lot of other things happened. We do go to, of course, the more southern side of the 7 Kingdoms, where we get to see Cersei Lannister, and of course Euron Greyjoy, who brings her, the Golden Company, a load of warriors because she's gearing up for battle against the North and Daenerys Targaryen herself. Now, she was disappointed because she didn't get her elephants, which was rather unfortunate. She also sleeps with Euron Greyjoy, who claims he's going to get her pregnant with a little prince, unknown to him that she already is pregnant with Jaime, her twin brother's child already. Also, Bronn is hired by Cersei to go kill Jaime and Tyrion for betraying Cersei. So a lot of drama going on down there. It is also revealed that Daenerys Targaryen killed Samwell Tarly's father and brother. Now, he didn't have the best relationship with his father, but he had a very, very close relationship with his brother. And when he found out his brother had died, it was a really heartbreaking moment for Samwell, and you could see that like he was like he was gutted that Daenerys had killed his father for refusing to bend the knee because he'd stood with the Lannisters. So after this, Sam decides to tell Jon about his heritage and how he is actually the nephew of Daenerys Targaryen, which leads to Jon obviously being very uncomfortable because he slept with his aunt, and that's not creepy whatsoever. But you know, it's Game of Thrones, stuff like that happens. So the episode ends then with Jaime arriving in Winterfell. And of course, who's there to meet him with the icy glare? None other than Bran. And you can just see the look of, oh shit, on Jaime's face. Like, he had no idea Bran was waiting for him. And it was just, so that was like the first episode, and I only like briefly described it, but like a lot went on, and it was really enjoyable, and it was a perfect setup because I actually missed a bit in it. What also happened was there was kind of like a small party. It was like Tormund and others, I can't think of their names right now, but they were looking in some sort of castle, and then they found that there had been a message left by the Night King with a very interesting and horrible screaming scene. But yeah, that was like, but the episode did end with Jaime at Bran's awkward tension stare. But yeah, no, a lot went on in that episode, and it was just a really well set up. Like, you know, there was also the Arya was also happy to see Gendry again, and that leads to some interesting things happening in the second episode. But for the first episode, to open up with it, I thought it was great. It was slow, admittedly, but everything happened for a reason, if that makes sense. Like, it was really well laid out and put together. So I'd probably rate it like a 7 out of 10. And I seriously enjoyed it. There was nothing wrong with the episode. It just wasn't like, it wasn't particularly exciting. It was like, oh my god, this first episode, so you have the adrenaline of Game of Thrones returning. So there was that element of excitement. So I'd say, yeah, I'm still not entirely sure how I would rate it. Maybe, yeah, 7 or 8 out of 10. But I did really, really enjoy it. The second episode, no, oh, that was like a lot. So a lot went down in that too. So it opens up with like this sort of council meeting, I guess, in the north, you know, between like, and they're trying to decide whether or not they should let Jaime stay in Winterfell and whether or not Daenerys should kill him, because obviously he is known as the Kingslayer and he killed Daenerys' father. So they all kind of like, Daenerys and Sansa, they're like, they don't really trust him. And then Bran, of course, has his amazing burn where he looks at Jaime and says, "The things we do for love," which of course Jaime's just like, oh crap, like, oh no. Because as most of us know, that was the very last line of the first episode in season 1 before he pushed Bran out of the tower. It was like probably Bran's burn, but it was like the best thing ever. It was like, oh, it was so freaking funny. The way he just said it, every part of that was amazing. It was hilarious. So the only way that Jaime became accepted was because Brienne vouched for him and explained to Sansa that like she would not be in Winterfell without Jaime. So then Sansa vouches for him and Jaime is allowed to stay. So Daenerys is really annoyed, but she's also annoyed at Tyrion because Jaime revealed to them that Cersei is not sending her army. Now Tyrion genuinely believed she did, and Daenerys is annoyed about this because like she thinks he should have known better and stuff, and Jaime's there, like he's just kind of there. No one's really happy to see him. But yeah, so Daenerys is really upset with Tyrion. So Ser Jorah Mormont vouches for Tyrion and gets Daenerys to realize like she needs to build bridges back up with him again. Like he is very wise and good at his job. And he also counsels her in saying that she needs to have a better relationship with Sansa Stark. So that goes really well. They have a conversation and it's going pretty great until Sansa brings up the North. How she doesn't want, you know, Daenerys to be the ruler of the North as well. She wants them to be a separate people, which leads to tensions. But of course that conversation gets interrupted for an amazing reunion between Sansa and Theon, and it was actually really interesting the way like how it went down. Like you would think honestly that like maybe some sort of strange relationship was going to go on between the two of them, but it was a very cute reunion. So then Tormund arrives, and of course first thing he's doing, he's looking for the big woman. Oh, Tormund is my favorite character. He's freaking hilarious. I love him. And then Arya kind of goes around the place and she's flirting with Gendry. And then of course she has her big sex scene with him. It's also revealed that she is jealous that he slept with other people, which I thought was like, it was weird. Like, you kind of wanted them to get together and then you see it and you're like, no, she's just a child, because she still looks so young. So it's so strange, like, in my opinion. Then Tormund tells us the story of how he got his name, which is pretty freaking hilarious. And then they're all sitting around the fire, so it's Tormund, it's Brienne of Tarth, Jaime Lannister, Sir Davos, Pod is there, Tyrion is there, Varys isn't there, which is actually surprising. But yeah, they all start talking, and then Brienne is granted a knighthood by Jaime, which is like a huge moment for her. Like, she was so happy, it was really freaking cute. Then Dany learns the truth about Jon, and of course she is devastated, but not for the reasons we think. Her first concern is now she might not get to sit on the Iron Throne because he is the rightful heir to it, and she is really annoyed about this. Now the thing is, Jon doesn't really want that, but yeah. And then the White Walkers arrive, the Night King's army, and they're gearing up for the big battle. And that's how the second episode ended. Now this episode was more humorous than the last one. Now it was purely based in Winterfell. It was all Winterfell. There was no other regions. But it was really, really good. It was really interesting. The setup was great. It had some hilarious moments. Like, the comedy was great, which is... oh, anytime there's Tormund and Brienne of Tarth in the same room, you know it's going to be good. So to have that now was pretty interesting. It was a great episode, and perfect lead up and build up to episode 3, which I have discussed in another video. I'll be uploading these at the same time, so if you want to continue. But yeah, oh man, I really enjoyed this episode, so I probably give it like a 7 out of 10, which seems to be my common rating at the moment for like the episodes. But yeah, no, I don't have a reason to fault this. I don't think there was anything wrong with the episode. I just think that it was filled with a lot of great moments that we've all waited for, and some hilarious moments too, which is always, like, you know, refreshing in this show, because it can be so serious all the time. So you do need some humor in it to kind of relieve the tension, and that's something Game of Thrones is fantastic at. So to have it back now is great, but there's very few episodes left, and it's only the last season, and it's the heartbreak is real. I don't want it to be over. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be reviewing the next few episodes, the last one, so please keep an eye out for that, guys. Thank you for listening to this video. I know usually I am present in some shape or form in it, but I have exams at the moment, so this is honestly the easiest way for me to upload content into YouTube. So for the next few videos like this, you won't be able to see me. It's just going to be a screen. It's just easier right now because I have exams, and of course college has to come first at the moment. I don't want to repeat my exams. I don't have the money to repeat my exams, so studying is huge right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you do, please smash the thumbs up button. I always say smash up the button. Smash the thumbs up button, please. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and hit the little notification bell. And check out my Instagram account, id_MonicaS123XX. That'll have more regular updates of things that are going on right now. Alright guys, thank you for watching.